Alright, what's going on, guys? Zotis here, and this is my very first attack helicopter tactics video that I'm doing. And mostly what I'm going to talk about this time is actually on the gunner position, because that's what I've been doing a little bit more lately, has actually been the gunner. And typically a gunner setup, I would say, would be flares and your guided missile for the tanks and vehicles. Pretty much would be your normal setup, but you know, pretty much ever since the game came out, I've almost been doing thermal and the guided missile the whole time. And overall, for me personally, I mean, it always depends on, you know, person to person, what they like better. And just for me, I always have liked thermal better, because you're able to pretty much just acquire your targets like instantly, whether they're marked or not. And of course, if they're marked, I mean, they're sticking out like a sore thumb. And in this gameplay, I ended up going 28-3, I believe it is, in the gunner position. And I know we had a real rough start in the beginning where the helicopter ended up killing us. Pretty well, we ended up killing each other, but I ended up getting the kills for it. And I would say for the third thing, for the guided missile part setup for that you can do for the gunner, I think almost 99% of the people use that once they get it unlocked, because you're able to use that for airplanes actually, or helicopters, if the gunner or someone else is using a SOFLAM or a target designator, which really helps you a lot. And I'll watch this triple kill right here when I end up blowing up the Huey that was right there, which was pretty nice, pretty lucky, I would say, definitely. I don't know why they didn't get out and why they were just sitting there, but yeah, I'm not complaining when you get a triple kill. But that's all right. And you know, as long as you have a decent pilot, like this guy was, he was decent. I mean, I'm not saying, you know, he wasn't like too great. He was making some mistakes here and there, especially you'll see like towards the end we'll get shot down for the very last time, where we ended up just like kind of hovering in front of 3 tanks, and of course they ended up hitting us unguided missile, of course. But pretty much we got pretty lucky because we actually had 2 really good pilots on our team, and so they were actually able to keep the gunners, or not the gunners, but the planes off of us pretty much the whole entire time. So we were pretty much free just to fly in the middle of the map and just create havoc pretty much. And I probably could have had at least 30. Well, I should have had at least probably like 35, 40 kills if we were in the same squad and we were able to communicate. We weren't able to communicate because he was a different squad. But every time we ended up dying, I made sure he jumped in the helicopter so I could gun, because it's just something that I haven't done before. Now, I know most people, when they're in the gunner position, use flares. And it's just, I don't think it's necessary when you have like a good or a decent pilot like this guy. You know, he had flares. He was using them, you know, probably could have used them in a little bit better spots or positions, but you know, we ended up surviving. The only time they ended up shooting us down actually in this gameplay was the very beginning when they were trying to spawn camp us, and then the second time actually is after we're done killing a whole bunch of people. I think we ended up killing like 22 people in a row or something like that, 20 or 21 people in a row ended up killing. And pretty much they ended up getting in their attack helicopter and they rammed us. And I do skip a few parts in the gameplay here when he ends up capturing points, because I think we captured like 3 or 4 points, but there's no need to sit there and watch me capture a point for 20 seconds. I don't believe really. Well, I mean, when I'm the gunner, I don't like when pilots capture the point, because I'd rather be flying around getting, you know, a few more kills. And oh, I know right here I get killjacked. You can see this guy get blown up by a rocket right there that I was shooting at. I was pretty disappointed in that. I probably got killjacked at least 5 or 6 times. And right there too, before he turned away from the mountain, I mean, there was a sniper there, and had we been on the same squad, I could have said, hold on, turn back around, there's a sniper on the mountain. We could have got him easily. And so there was a few kills that we did end up losing there. But I mean, personally for me, with the thermal, why I like it better is if you're getting targeted from the ground, you can see where all the people are, and you're able to kill them a lot quicker. I think there's, coming up a little bit later, there's a few ground guys who start targeting us, and then pretty much once I'm able to see the guys where they are, I'm able to spot them right away with the thermal. And if I wasn't using the thermal, I wouldn't have been able to spot them right away. And so I get some good, easy pretty much quick kills using thermal, which is why I like a little bit better. I mean, I would definitely say double flares does come in handy when there is superior planes in the air, because I mean we had the plane superiority on our map here, so I mean, you know, I could get away with using the thermal compared to not using the thermal, of course, had I not been using it. But you know, another thing too that I like about the thermal better too is you're able to see mines also. You know, I mean, yeah, you can see them on the map and stuff, but when you're actually flying around, you're able to see them, like, pretty much instantly. So, I mean, that helps your team there, too, because there are still some idiots that just drive around like morons and just run into mines like no problem. And also, they're free points, too. You know, every mine you kill is 20 points, and then every 2 you kill is a free ribbon, even though I know most people don't really need points. I mean, most people are colonels now, or like almost colonels that have been playing for a decent amount of time. And this was actually the only kill right here that I ended up getting in their spawn, but I would not consider it even a spawn kill too, because he ended up trying to fly away from us. He bails out once I disable the helicopter with the gun, and then I kill him because he bailed out pretty much. Well, I mean, I would have probably killed him regardless, but I mean, it's pretty easy to kill people when they're parachuting in, so I was just able to get him with thermal. Had I not had the thermal on, I don't think I would have really been able to get him there. Because it's a lot harder to see. The camera's a little bit further away too, so when you have that thermal vision, you get a little bit zoomed in picture. I mean, it's not much of a difference, but you know, it's enough where it actually does, you know, decently help you, which is pretty nice. And then you know, right here you're using the guided missile a little bit, and then or no, actually, yeah, it got blocked because of the building. And pretty much, this is, I would say, the perfect example right here, where it's a tank-on-tank battle. Both the tanks kill each other, and the guy pops out. And, you know, I just see the guy clear his day with a thermal. And, you know, I mean, it's definitely preference from person to person, use the thermal or not. I mean, I absolutely just love it just because the target acquisition with the decent pilot. Oh, I think this is when we're coming up here. I mean, I see the helicopter at the very, very last split second. I mean, I got to give props for the pilot at least for flying the helicopter the way he is, because you see him right there and he just bam rams this like perfectly. But I mean, you know, it happens definitely, that's for sure. But you know, I skipped the part where we're flying because we just go and capture the point right away. And I believe this is the very end where the pilot does make a mistake, where communication definitely would have been key here to say, hey, turn around, or let me at least try to target the tanks. And there's another prime example too of where the thermal comes in handy, where I'm able to see that guy through the pipes right there in the middle, and able to squeeze a few rounds in there to get the kill off. And I like that kill right there too, because you know, we end up flying towards the tank, and he jumps out, and my cannon ends up killing him, and then the tank blows him up right away. But there's, you know, that part there where it was just poor pilot read too. I mean, it's a lot easier once you record the gameplays and go back and say, oh, you know, you did horrible here, you did horrible there, and it was just some victory fire right there. But you know, let me know what you guys use, if you guys like flares or thermal. I know most people, I'm probably one of the very few people that actually just solely use thermal no matter what. But you know, it's got its ups and its downs. But if you guys ended up liking it, you know, let me know in the comments, or let me know in the comments whether you like flares or thermal better. And you know, thanks for watching, you guys. And if you're new to me and my channel, if you happen to watch the whole damn thing, you know, please subscribe. All right, guys, thanks for watching.